Yo, what's good, mi gente? You is now tuned in to Pura Cultura Sin Censura. This is your boy Lazy.
And now I'm Smiley.
And together, we are the
Mexi
Twins.
Okay, now we sounding a little more synchronized, man. Yo,
Yay.
before we go any further, man, big shout out to Gallo
Clothing. Gallo Firme?
Firme Clothing. It's hard for me to read down like this. So big shout out to Gallo Firme Clothing, man. They sent out some clothes, some merch out for us, man. It's dope, it's for the culture.
Yeah.
So definitely, man, salute to you for doing that. We appreciate it, and you see us, man. We rocking it, man. So
Yeah.
that's what we do. We show love, man. People show us love, and we got to make sure we do it proper, man. We rep it, man.
Yeah. We appreciate that, we got people that rock with us in many ways, you know what I mean? And Gallo Firme Clothing is there's somebody that's rocking with us that, sent us some merch, sent us some of their clothing and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we appreciate that. I bumped into that homie during the summertime.
Oh, this person's local?
Yeah.
Oh, for
He's
real?
from Minneapolis.
Oh, damn.
So, I'm going to the liquor store, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, regular, we're not in Minneapolis, you know what I mean? But I see a homie kind of just like take a double glance, you know what I mean? And I was rocking Pura Cultura.
You got excited when a dude took a double glance at you, huh?
Nah. I was like, okay, like it was one of them looks that you're just like, oh, like you rock with the ops or something, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, like I don't know this vato, but he might know some people that don't fuck with me or something, right? I'm just telling you my thoughts.
Yeah.
So then I keep an eye on him, and then we like homie kind of starts slowing down as he's kind of walking,
Yeah.
So we kind of meet at the entrance, and then he was like, ¿A poco eres uno de ellos or something like that? And I'm like,
that could mean so many things nowadays.
I'm like, who you talking about, bro?
You're like, which one of my communities are you talking about, player?
Yeah, because we have different things we repping, and then he's all like, I told him like, what do you mean, de qué hablas, and then he pointed at my shirt. He's like, ¿A poco eres uno de Pura Cultura? I was like, oh shit, like yeah, bro, like yeah, that's me. I'm one of the twins.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, cool, man. I rock with you guys. And then we chopped it up, and just had a cool little conversation, and I think he did mention something about that he had a brand. And then I believe, I followed him on Instagram just to make sure, we keep in touch and shit. But yeah, that was one of the things that I hear multiple people that have podcasts or like some platforms, maybe even like rappers, that they come across things like that where like someone's looking at you and you're just like, oh man, like is there gonna be some kind of situation? Are we gonna have to get ghetto where it's not ghetto, bro?
Yeah, it's one of them things, bro, about Mexicans, bro, that we look at each other, like we sometimes we look at each other for, I don't know what it is, that we just stare away. Like we just stare, like you could be at a store, you could be in the car, like especially if you're in an area where there's not a lot of Mexicans and you see a Mexican and you're just like, for whatever reason you're staring, and it's not like in a bad way, but it's kind of like, oh shit, there's another one of me out here, you know what I mean? So that's one thing, and sometimes people, depending on what vibe you in, like you can either take it as like, hey, ¿qué hubo, compa? Or hey, what's up? Or like, what if it's a doña, like, hey, buenos dias or something like that. But it's like, you don't know if someone's gonna hit you up, so you always gotta be prepared, man. But speaking about that, I did bump into someone last week when I went to get my haircut, and then he was like, man, I know you, man. I know you from school. And I was like, man, I don't remember you, bro. Like, it was weird because as much as I try to go back in my memory, I couldn't remember this dude, right?
He probably fucked you up, man. Kind of knocked that memory out of you.
I didn't get fucked up too many times, bro. I can count that in my one hand, and it was never a one-on-one. But I was just like, he was like, yeah, I listened to you guys' podcast. I was like, oh, damn, that's dope, man. Like, it's crazy to hear that, because it's like people that we know from back in the day that we don't even,
keep in touch.
We don't keep in touch, and we going about this just doing our thing, right? And it's dope, like when people from the city discover it when they find it and they start listening to it, and then they're
discover it fits también way.
Okay. So it's cool when people, find it, discover it, and then they're like, oh shit, I know these dudes, I know these fools, man. Yeah. And it's cool because people can know, like, we ain't out here like making shit up. Like, we really went through all this shit. You know what I mean? It's not like we one day just picked up we got an idea like, hey man, we could really get on here and just make up some stories, bro, about things we seen on TV. Like,
I'm gonna run with this personality, bro. Yeah, let's stick with it.
So it's like proof of our story, man, of the shit that we've been through, man. But
and I see the numbers though. I see Minnesota numbers, bro, and
they're growing.
And it's like there's probably people that we don't know that rock with us. Shout out to everybody from Minnesota, Minneapolis that rocks, St. Paul rocks with us. But I wonder which people that listen to us and just keep it on low, like, I'll never let these fuckers know that I listen to them.
Yo, the ops could be tuning in.
Pero también, sí, es unas cosas chingonas, güey, pero...
I hate the motherfuckers, but they be spitting real, bro. Motherfuckers be talking some real shit, homie.
Yeah, my ops is real, man, but fuck them fools.
Nah, man, but shout out to everyone that rocks with us, man, from the East Coast to the West Coast, man, to the down South, man. Shout out to everybody, all la raza rocking with us.
También, güey.
Yeah, Midwest, but I'm saying like from the East to the West, bro. Midwest is included in there, man. But switching it up, man, bro. We a big thing right now that is going on, that we participated in is that Mario movie that came out. My kid is heavy into Mario, so we've been excited about the movie.
Why though? Like why is your kid heavy into Mario?
It's just the character. We have a Nintendo Switch. He likes to play the games on it. The characters in it,
because that's the only thing, right? That's the only thing that kids could really know Mario about. There's no cartoon that has Mario in it, right?
No, but there's kids nowadays, they watch a lot of YouTube, so like one of the things that's popular right now is kids watch other kids play video games, so sometimes in order for the kids to see their characters on screen or on their iPads, they got to watch other kids play it, so that's another way that he likes them. And there's just a lot of toys, it's just one of those games that there's a lot of toys available for them. So when that movie was going to come out, we've been excited about it, but we were like, man, like my son, he's 3 years old, like my daughter was probably 5 when we took her to the theater, or 4, no, I think 5.
What was her first movie?
She saw Encanto for the first time. Okay. And but she was older now, like she could handle that, she could stay quiet and all that. But my son, he's 3, so we're like, damn, I don't know how we're gonna do it. And I was doing it for two different reasons, right? Because I was like, I don't want my kid to be in there crying, and I don't want to be dealing with other kids and they're crying. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, I don't want to put myself in this situation también, But my older bro, man, shout out to that boy Moy, man. He came out with an idea. He was like, bro, I heard about a theater that you can rent out the whole room. You know what I mean? And we're like, what? Like, this must be like super expensive, right? And I was like, cause bro, renting out a whole room, that sounds like some shit celebrities do, And then he's like, nah, it ain't even that much, man. If we all go in a big group, we just split the bill, man. It ain't that bad. And sure enough, bro, he got the prices, bro. It made a lot of sense, bro. Especially when you're a family of 4 or more, bro. Like you probably come out saving money away. Tell you the truth. Yeah. But
then the comfort and privacy también, right?
Yeah. So it was cool. Like it was. I think you can. I don't know why they put a limit on it, but they do put a limit.
There is.
Yeah, there was a 20-person limit, even though there's a lot more than 20 seats. But
for real,
That's
crazy.
Yeah, the way this room is set up, bro, it's a regular theater, but it just has the center. It doesn't have the sides. You know what I mean?
Oh, so there is no seats.
No, there's seats.
Okay, so what do you mean there's only center and there's no sides?
Like there's only seats down the center.
That's what I mean. There's no like seats in the side.
But there's no room in the side either. It's just a smaller, narrow room.
Oh, okay.
So it's a smaller. Okay. It's more of a private room, you could say. Okay. But the screen is still big and the audio is still good. It's all that, but it's just a smaller room. And yeah, bro, it was dope way because we had all the kids. They all were able to sit together. They were all able to talk and you know, I mean, not talk, but like be louder than you can normally be. My son, he actually did really good, man. He sat through like the whole movie. But we had another nephew that he's a little more energetic. He was running around the front, but it was cool because it was like, yo, it's just us in here. It's like, you know, we don't mind. So it was cool, man. We was able to experience that all together with the family. The movie was really good.
Was it?
It was, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This, like,
I thought you said my son loved the movie. He said it was really good.
He loved the movie too. Everybody, like all of us that were there that we watched it, bro. Like the movie was so good that we all felt like the movie just went way too quick, bro. You know, I'm not even trying to overhype it, but it was just that good that it was like, dang, that's it. But the movie was an hour and a half long.
I didn't even like know. Like I missed that hype. You know what I mean? I didn't get the word of Mario movies coming out, like let's do this, like that's why I wasn't even like involved when you guys were gonna go watch it.
Yeah, that's why I told you, like I knew you weren't excited the first time, but I was like, maybe this fool don't know how we're gonna do this. Yeah, and that's why I told you again, like, bro, you should come through. This is gonna be pretty dope.
Yeah, and then I just didn't. I'm like Mario, like my daughter, she's never really like even. We don't even have video games where she plays it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. I'm like, there's nothing that she's attached to it.
She would have liked it, man. So, and just the experience of being with all their cousins, bro. Like they all sat in the same row and they just hung out and, bro, it was dope, man. It was a dope experience. And
yeah, I seen the pictures you guys took, man. It looked like a good time.
Yeah, it was, man. And it was just something different, you know, something different that we can do for the family and a way for us to be able to enjoy being at the theater, even though you got young kids, you know, because they do need more attention. And you don't want to be at the same time, bro, just like I don't want to be dealing and hearing other kids crying and dealing with other parents having to just go through it, right? I'm not saying it's their fault or anything like that, but I'm just saying like us as parents, we go through it sometimes. Like if your 3-year-old's going to cry and throw a tantrum, that's what he's going to do, or that's what he or she's going to do. You know, you can't control it. From now on, this is like the only way to do it. You know, like if we want to have the whole family, have all the kids be able to like have some privacy and enjoy a movie without worrying about the kids being loud and all that. Like that's the way to do it, bro. And one of the movies that I saw that's coming out next, man, it's called The Blue Beetle. I don't know. Have you seen any previews for it?
I've never even heard of it.
Okay, so The Blue Beetle is gonna be DC's first Latino live action superhero, bro. So it's the first live action superhero. It's based on about a Mexican American kid, and he's gonna be the Blue Beetle. You know, like the graphics look dope. The storyline looks decent from the trailer that we saw, and it does have the culture in it, bro. Like you see the familia, bro, in the house, and it's like real Mexican
the food.
It's like
tortillas up in there.
I don't know about that, but it's like you see like the families, bro, and it's just like seeing us on the big screen, bro. So then it was very dope, bro, because check this out. Like we're sitting there with all of our kids, you know, brown kids. We have some Asian family in there too. And shout out to all our Asian peoples, man.
Yeah.
And the kids, they're seeing themselves on the big screen, bro. And to them, they're not seeing as like, oh wow, finally they're showing us on TV, or wow, no, they're just seeing themselves on TV and feeling like it's a normal thing. Like, why wouldn't we be on the big screen? Why wouldn't we be in movies, right? So they're just gonna grow up like being normal to see themselves on TV, bro, or on the big screen. Yeah. So I thought that was very dope, man. So I'm excited to see that one. That one looks like it's gonna be good, and obviously we gotta support. You know, if we want to see ourselves in movies like this and storylines like this, part of big DC companies like that, and you know maybe Marvel will step in and all that. But it's like we gotta support it. We gotta come in numbers, because like they do say, Latinos are the highest box ticket purchasers, right? We go to the movies more than anybody else. That's what the numbers say. Yeah. So it's like we definitely got to show up for ourselves. You know, we can't. You know, I'm not saying don't show up for anybody else, but I'm saying like we got to kind of make it a point to show up for something like this.
Let's make it count for us.
Yeah. So it's dope, man. I feel like Latinos, bro. Like it's our time, bro. You know, because like even in
is it our time finally? Is it our time?
Well, we got. I think there's a wave, and I think we just gotta catch that wave. You know what I mean? or else you get what was that called? You get wiped out, bro. You either ride the wave or you get wiped out, man.
Okay, Big Al.
Ooh, you either catch the train or how does it go?
You get ran over.
No,
I don't catch free tickets. Nobody's.
there's no free ride on nobody's ticket.
Oh yeah.
But what's it called? I mean, another one, bro. It feels like the reason why I'm saying this is because the Spider-Man movie, the animated one. You know, it's a Latino kid. He's like a mix. He's half black, half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Miles Morales. His preview also came up. You know, and then it had a little clip where he failed Spanish class or he had a bad grade in Spanish class, and like the mom like starts kind of like arguing with him in Spanish, like, how are you gonna be doing bad in Spanish, like, you know. So it's like that's real experiences of Latinos in this country, bro, or like even anyone with a second language. How the experience of us having to go through not knowing our parents' language, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's a cool thing to see that your experiences are on the big screen, bro, because it's just what we go through, man. Just picture yourself on the big screen. I think is dope, man. And it's also a reminder, way, like being like, oh damn, like I gotta really start stepping up my game at home, bro. Like teaching my kids more Spanish, way, because this is real, bro.
Don't you hate it when you get that like realization or whatever? It's like, oh, I'm gonna speak Spanish right now. You're like, ¿Quieres comer? You're like, what? What are you saying? You're like, fuck, you can't just like randomly decide. You know, you gotta
stick with it, way.
I don't know how you teach people Spanish, bro. I don't know how
you just gotta talk it. You just gotta talk it, bro. Like
kids be looking at you like, dude, like this is not you, pops. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's different. That's for sure. Like, it's different, you know. But it's like we just gotta, like, I don't know, man. We gotta fucking be determined, way. We gotta know that we're doing it for a purpose, bro.
We gotta be corny as fuck, way. You know, it's like
I don't know why corny, way.
Because the rules, way. You know, like you gotta have a household with some rules and boundaries. You know what I mean? Like I already planned like what we're gonna do as my daughter gets older. Is like, hey, you know, from this hour is gonna be no cell phone hour. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's gonna have to be a new one that's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna speak Spanish from here to, and you gotta, I don't know, the language thing. You almost gotta make it a game, right? We've even tried before as adults. You know, like, all right, I can hablar puro español, and you're like, oh, y no puedo, güey. And we get all stuck, like all dumb, you know? Like,
it's because we also don't speak it like that, you know? So like, for example, like just when me, you, and our girls hang out, and we're speaking all English except a little bit of Spanish, which we throw in. And it's like when we play that game, like, all right, let's play a game. We gotta speak all Spanish, and whoever messes up, you know, you lose or you're out. That game only lasts for so long, and we're so like self-conscious about our Spanish because
we know we're getting judged the whole time too.
And we normally just speak it with like our parents or our older, you know, elders and family members. So
it's a switch different too, right? Because it's a switch when you talk to your parents or your family, like you just mentioned. It's like a switch, like, oh, ¿cómo está, tío? You know, ¿cómo está la vida?
Your tone changes.
You know, like the respect, it just changes. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be like, ¿qué onda, tío? You know, I'm not saying that everybody should, but the way that we talk, you can change. You can notice a difference.
Yeah.
Or like a coworker, when something happens at work and you have like another Spanish-speaking person, like, no mames, güey, ya están cagando palo, güey, que mucha gente está llegando tarde. You know, you know when like that switch, that you can flip that switch and it's needed. Mm-hmm. But when it's not needed, it's like, why?
It's complicated, bro. It's complicated to be bilingual, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, you bi?
Yeah, I was gonna say
I think you try. You try anything.
This guy. But it's like, because, bro, even at work, bro, like if whenever you like, you think you know Spanish until you're in a work setting and you gotta talk proper Spanish, bro. So it's like not only is it hard enough to speak Spanish, like let's say you go to the store and someone's like, hey, me puedes ayudar con, tengo una pregunta, and then you're like, oh, sí, you translate for someone real quick or something. But when you're at work you gotta put in that professional, try to be a professional Spanish, bro. That's tough, bro. Like if you don't do it every day, you're not perfecting it. You know what I mean? You're not working on it.
And it's not cute to be like, sometimes people think it's like funny or cute to be like, oh, y no sé esa palabra, There's some areas where it's like, dude, it ain't cute, bro. Think of another word, homie. Like, let's get this shit cracking. It's like, there ain't nothing cute to be like, y dice que, es que no puedo pensar en la... Well, think of another one, damn it.
Lazy, you talking like you know Spanish.
No,
like
no,
that,
I'm saying I've been in that situation. Like when you're like in the hospital, in the hospital, when doctors come in and be like, do you guys need a translator? I'm like, nah, I could translate. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking like it's not a big deal, right? Like, oh, y dice que and then like the doctors and nurses, they're kind of just like bro, like spit something out, homie. Like you don't gotta know the exact word, just communicate what needs to be communicated.
Is that moment when they say like when you think when you're at work and you realize that you only know Spanish del Rancho way, like you really feel like that, bro.
Or even not just Spanish del Rancho, but like hood Spanish también,
But like that's what it kind of means, bro. But it's like because we've all seen them Spanish speakers, bro. Like that they turn on this switch and they get real professional in their Spanish, bro. And you're like, oh damn, like I got a different level of respect for you, bro.
I ain't shit, man.
It really makes you feel like, damn, bro. Like,
no, like in the clinics and hospitals, dude. It's like, and then when they get to know you, and then they're like, hey, do you guys need a translator? And then they see you, then they see your ass again. They're like, yeah, let's get a translator, dude. Like they ain't putting up with your half-ass Spanish.
Yeah, that's facts, man. So yeah, we got to make sure we teach our kids Spanish, man. We got to practice our own Spanish. Don't let Tekashi 6ix9ine know more Spanish than you, man.
Ay, mate con tu pinche vato, güey.
Now, last time we gave him his props, bro, for being the #1 trending in the U.S. for music, bro. So we got to give Peso Pluma his props, bro, for being the #1 trending music artist on YouTube right now, man. So shout out to Peso Pluma, man, representing for the culture, representing for Mexico, bro, putting us on the map like that.
And you got to let these young cats sometimes they give you some energy, way. You know what I mean? Hey, like earlier, I was just fucking around. I'm listening to Peso Pluma and his comrades in the genre right now. Mm-hmm. They're fly. They got I ain't gonna do no what's that mask?
Yeah, the shiesty mask.
I ain't gonna do no shiesty mask, mm-hmm. But I threw on my sunglasses indoors, I'm like, I'm on my bellico shit, bro.
You was really feeling yourself, man.
But I wanted to say this, like, you gotta let that energize you, bro. Just because we getting closer to the 40 to the 40 mark. It's not like we have to like be lame, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, like let's vibe, Tampoco hay que ser tan ridículo.
I think you gotta stay true to yourself. At the end of the day, stay true to yourself. Don't. When you're doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, when you're overdoing it on something, bro. So if you stay true to yourself, then that's all that matters, way.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Stay away. But it's like, stay true to yourself. And the thing about it is like music and stuff like that, it keeps you young, bro. Like that energy that young artists bring out, like that's what it's for, man. That's what music is for, to give you this dope energy, man. Yeah. So
people are talking about Peso Pluma right now. Because he's dropping dope shit. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like he's hanging out with the real popular Instagram girl, Jaylene or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One thing,
she's trending.
She's trending?
Well, I mean, she was #1 trending in the world she was on the Tekashi 6ix9ine video.
Yeah.
And now she's on the Peso Pluma video.
You sound like Snoop Dogg's song back in the day.
Seems like everywhere I turn. Nah, we ain't gonna go there.
And if you look at the comments, people are pretty hard on her. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, now she's with Peso Pluma. Who's next?
Yo,
every big artist, ahí está ella. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
fans are relentless, bro. Just like we're saying right now, like, just like with her. You know what I mean? They're talking shit about her because she was with 6ix9ine and now she's with Peso Pluma, and then like now they're comparing Peso Pluma and Bad Bunny. Like, oh, everyone hung up and threw away their Bad Bunny stuff, and now it's Peso Pluma. But it's like, bro, fans can really instigate some shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fans is dope because they're the ones that put you where you at. But it's like at the same time, bro, motherfuckers can be toxic as fuck, bro. Like imagine, bro, like you just, you start just saying like Bad Bunny ain't shit no more. We with Peso Pluma now, bro. Like, why can't you do both, man?
Wait, do both of them? Oh, and then alcohol plays. Then Peso Pluma is on stage saying, "Ya soy número uno yo." Aquí en Mexico, no como ese pendejo de Bad Bunny.
But that was an old video that we showed.
Okay, still. Then I seen a video.
He apologized for that.
Yeah, you have to apologize to Bad Bunny. Way. He's the king of music right now in the Spanish market. Way.
Yeah.
People are saying that they hung up the Bad Bunny thing. Now they're only rocking with Peso Pluma.
Mm-hmm.
Peso Pluma's dropping some hits, way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm rocking with Peso Pluma, bro, but I don't think he's at the caliber yet for people to be like, Bad Bunny's done for. Peso Pluma done took over the game. I think Bad Bunny, like I said before in an episode before, Bad Bunny's gonna drop an album like any moment now. Mm-hmm. It's the weather. This weather right here is gonna be when he's dropping the album, and that's what's gonna get jammed throughout the whole summer.
Yeah.
People are mad at Bad Bunny. One big thing is because now he's hanging out with a Kardashian chick,
with a Jenner, yep.
Or Jenner. A lot of Latinas feel betrayed of some sort, and it's like, and they're one of the biggest things that's pushing this. Oh, we're done with Bad Bunny is because like he's with a girl that doesn't look like you no more. You thought it was.
Well, the Jenners kind of do look Latinas, bro.
But Latinas don't see that. Latinas don't think that. They see them as like culture vultures in the black community. And I don't know if this Jenner is the one that made the tequila. That
I think it is.
And I think she's done panchos, and everybody doesn't rock with her like that. And then they see the biggest Latino superstar right alongside Drake, the biggest superstars, rocking with one of the Jenners. They're like, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't say that, but that. You look in the comments and somebody be like, ever since he threw a fan's phone, he just wasn't the same no more. Bitch, shut the fuck up, dude. Don't nobody give it. Bro.
I think, the biggest thing is he's with a Jenner. And people see her as a culture vulture, appropriator of people's culture. And this is for the big Bad Bunny fans, because I never caught it. I never listened to his music that much to catch when he was like being like an activist or like a spokesperson for his country and for Latinos. I never caught that. I was just jamming the party music, right? So people feel like, damn, you were over here supposedly acting like you're down with the cause and the culture and all that, and then you go get with a Kardashian or a Jenner, which basically now they're saying like you're fake. Like, how are you gonna do all this and then you're gonna hook up with the Jenner? Like that's what you weren't supposed to do that. That doesn't mix with your message, right? Which I think people like. I think only girls can get away with that. I think only girls can get away with that with that kind of mentality, because if it was the other way around and Latino men were mad at a Latino girl for hooking up with a white guy or a black guy, we would be getting labeled all types of machista, bro.
And just by mentioning that, I see a lot of the comments, mi gente, fill us in. I don't know. It's okay to be like, oh, he went over there and found himself a white girl. It's okay. Like, that's a okay territory to be like, no, fuck Bad Bunny. How you gonna go with una güera, una gringa, una white girl? But if he would have hooked up with a black chick, bro, off limits. You know what I mean? That's a POC, person of color. Clap, salute. Like, what? Yeah. So it's one of them things that is like, you can't be choosing and picking what race is she? It's like, oh no, we can't. We're not gonna be racist. We're not gonna tell them why you with a black girl. That's racist. Mm-hmm. But we can say why you with this white girl all day long and get away with it.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. So if it was the other way around and it was Latino men saying stuff like that, it wouldn't be taken that lightly. But you know, it is what it is, man. And you know, we just calling it how we see it and just acknowledging the fact that that's what's going on. And you know what, us as dudes, man, we just let it be because
Yeah.
we already know that there's double standards and there's double standards, bro.
Yeah.
But people only don't like the double standards that we set. They're okay with the double standards that they set.
Oh,
You know
let's
what I mean?
not go there, Smiley.
But we're gonna just leave it at that. You
Shout
know what I
out
mean?
to Peso Pluma and Bad Bunny though, man. Imagine they drop a fucking track together, way.
Peso Pluma, bro. Him and J.O.P., bro. I feel like them dudes can't miss right now.
Nathanael.
And Nathanael Cano, bro.
Yeah.
Like them three dudes right now for Corridos Tumbados, bro. Like it's like they can't miss, bro. They're just dropping a lot of heat, man. So shout out to them for representing the culture, man.
Yes, sir.
But let's keep it moving, man. You know, talking about Latinos in the industry, bro. we gotta talk about what's going on here, man. You know, Whack 100 is like one of the most controversial dudes out there, right? Like it seems like every other week he's saying some wild shit about something else, bro. Like one week he's over here saying some wild shit, the next week he's over there saying some wild shit. This motherfucker goes from the West Coast to the East Coast, man.
Yeah, and he gets away with it.
He gets away with it, you know. But now let's get into this because it looks like he's not getting away too easy with this one, man. So apparently, Whack 100 bought the life rights of Big Pun. You know, that's a big deal.
I don't want to be a player no more.
And it's like, bro, like that's a big deal. And it's like, it just made me think, like, why didn't Fat Joe buy this, right? Why didn't Fat Joe buy the life rights? But for people that kind of have an idea of Fat Joe and Big Pun and their family, there's a lot of story behind the scenes of supposedly the family saying that Fat Joe never helped out the family after Big Pun died, that Fat Joe made a lot of money, never helped them out, that supposedly they were actually living in homeless shelters, that they were struggling.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot of that's factual. The struggling and living in shelter homes. Only thing that they owned that was part of Big Pun was the actual stuff that he left behind, as far as clothing, jewelry, and you know, just what he left behind physically.
just liabilities.
Yeah, but as far as like any other stuff in the contract that was like, you know,
Masters.
the 20% here, 30% there, like they were not. Nobody brought that towards them and was like, okay, this is how this is gonna go down. This is gonna be his estate, and you know, they were completely out of it. You know, they were. That's why for people that have followed the story, that's why there was a point in time, and if you're interested, it's out there on YouTube. But Big Pun's wife, which is widow now, I think she was gonna blast fucking Fat Joe. You know what I mean? She was.
Oh, really?
You didn't catch that video?
Hey, it's been a while. I remember seeing all that.
So she was like, she already had, you know, scoped out the situation.
Oh, damn.
She grabbed that thang, and one day out when he was coming back from the club, she was gonna pop him. But it's been a while for me since I seen it. But there was one thing that held her back, and she didn't do it. But that's how much anger built up, where she felt like they were done so wrong. You know, so Fat Joe definitely has his story, and he feels strongly about it. None of us know the true story, but she has a version of her own story that she felt angry enough that she was gonna pop this dude.
Yo, they say the wrath of a woman is one of the most dangerous things in the world, man. Yeah. So shit. So yeah, going back though, apparently she went to the West Coast, bro. Apparently the Big Pun's ex-wife or wife, I don't know what you would call that, my bad. She went to California and she talked to Whack 100 and she said, hey, like no one in the East Coast is helping me out because I've been kind of like blacklisted or blacklisted in the industry.
Blacklisted.
Yeah, and like Fat Joe got a big influence, right? So people don't want to get in the mix because it's like they know it's like
beef.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I don't want to, like, I don't got nothing against you. I'm sorry for what you're going through, but you know what? Me even getting involved with this is putting myself in the mix, and I don't got like you don't want to get involved sometimes. Well, anyway, she went to the West Coast, whack 100, bought the rights of the family. I mean, the bought the life rights to Big Pun, and gifted it to the family. So that's a boss move. You know what I mean? And we know that nothing ever is free in this world.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like Whack 100 is not that generous type of dude.
Right. So we know that there's gonna be something like he's gonna be getting a cut. Because supposedly, he also helped her get like either it's gonna be a movie or a TV series about Big Pun's life. So it's like obviously the culture needs this. Like I hope it's like a biopic movie or whatever it's called, and it just tells us about Big Pun from when he was a kid to as an adult and his successful rap career that he had as a Latino rapper.
Yeah.
I think the culture definitely would love that.
From my understanding, también is that she recently won a case against Fat Joe that got her $4 million+. So we're talking. This is very tricky, you know what I mean? And it's a story that's gonna start unfolding because Whack 100 was not caught because he's openly on Clubhouse, knowing he's getting recorded saying this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he said something. He said some things towards Fat Joe, like Fat Joe. He didn't look out for them. He didn't give him that 30% that should have been coming their way many years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm sure Fat Joe possibly will reply. But what I was getting to is that the judge seen that it was enough evidence to reward Big Pun's family with that 4 million plus.
Yeah.
So that means that there is some evidence there that shows that they did get cut short way, or they just got done real dirty.
Yeah. And so Wag 100, he like we said, he's always in Clubhouse talking, and people actually let him know, like, man, you sure you want to get involved with that? Because Fat Joe, he might not like you getting involved with that, And then Wag 100, he responded with like, who gives a fuck what Fat Joe thinks? He let that family starve, man. How you gonna let that family starve? You wasn't helping them out when they were in the shelter home, so like who gives a fuck what you think now? So he was talking all that craziness, right? On Clubhouse. Well, bro, I'm telling you, the word gets around fast, right? I'm guessing either Fat Joe or some of his peoples reached out to Wag 100 because he came out with an apology, bro. I've never seen Whack 100 ever clear anything up that he said or kind of like retract from what he said.
Even when he said, "I'll never sign a Mexican," he stuck to his shit.
He held his guns on that one. But check what he says on this, man. Just to kind of get an idea how he apologized.
All right.
Yo, listen, a lot going on about this Big Pun situation. Whack standing up to Fat Joe. I've never had a conversation with Fat Joe about Big Pun and business of Big Pun or nothing like that. Last time I seen Fat Joe, we was at Prime 112, 25 deep, and he covered the whole bill.
Much
that's
love.
Game's friend, he been my friend. Shout out to Cool and Drake. So whatever was going on prior to, I wasn't privy to that knowledge. What I do know is Big Pun's wife came
Since when?
Liza.
Yeah.
Since when do gangsters start talking like that, bro? I wasn't privy to that knowledge. I wasn't privy to that information. Like, I don't know. That sounds like some weasel words, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He's coming correct. He's coming like a super correct apology to Fat Joe.
Okay, so I don't want to cut you off, but just to kind of get an idea, we played his kind of like his apology or his clearing up. Okay. So let's just kind of play a little bit of how he was actually talking on that Clubhouse conversation, so people can get an idea why he apologized.
You New York niggas don't stand for what's right. I think a lot of people don't know the details of that shit. Like, you a businessman, so you got to explain it to people. You got to put it out
right now, bro. Listen, right now. If Jim Jones, let's say Jim Jones was signed to Fat Joe and Jim Jones died, right? Jim Jones' contract say 70-30, right? Fat Joe. Every $1 million come in, $300,000 go to Jim Jones.
When Jim Jones died, he got his wife, he got his kids. That ain't for Fat Joe to keep the money. Am I right or wrong? You look up and his wife and kids, a homeless shelter, you won't give them a dime. And you still won't call it right or wrong? That's a fact. What we talk, so then she come to LA.
So again, you know, it's like he was talking reckless on that clubhouse.
He was talking this kind of business to a regular individual that's not in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I get surprised sometimes, because this is not the first time that Whack 100 gets in a situation like this where he gets backlash or shit goes viral. A lot of the times he's talking to people that are not like in a status where they're in the industry to either be artists themselves, CEOs, or, you know, shit like that, bro. He's just talking to regular people that got time to be on Clubhouse all fucking day.
Well, I mean, some people have built their personalities on Clubhouse, though. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of like podcasters, we out here, we do our thing. Like, Clubhouse has their own, like, content creators. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you hop in certain rooms, the people that are modifying that room, that's their show. You know, they kind of have shows on there.
That's true. That's true.
So in a way, it could have been someone that's hosting a room and modifying that conversation. And people are smart. There's opportunists in this world. You know, like me and you, bro. Like, we don't like to take advantage of people and set them up to say something crazy. Like, in on the contrary, we want to set people up to say something very dope, and that will motivate the people, or that make the people love them even more.
Yeah.
There's people that they don't care about how you're gonna look at them in the day. They just want to care. They just care about the numbers.
They want to just be part of this.
Yeah, they want to go have a viral moment. So they're gonna set you up in a way for you to say something crazy. And now you got this clip circulating about you asking this question and Whack 100, you know, just talking reckless. And now people are gonna be like, yo, they be, you know, Whack 100 always be jumping into that room. I'm a subscribe to that room now, and I'm always gonna be tuning in for them conversations. And that's how you build audience, right? That's what everybody does, right?
Okay.
But overall, man, I hope a movie about Big Pun's life actually does come out. We were still young, man. You know, we definitely jammed Big Pun's music, not heavy, but more of his popular ones. But it would definitely be dope to see how his whole story played out. And again, it'll motivate young Latino rappers it'll motivate young Latino rappers to do what they love to do, but it'll also motivate like everybody in the world, because Big Pun really made music that everybody fucks with, bro. Like, everyone can vibe to, man. So
he was you know, come to find out later in life, he was just animated character dude, you know what I mean? He was gangster as fuck, but he was just like a jokester, funny dude. Like, everybody said that he would clown to the extreme. And now, one extreme to me, I don't clown extremeness, you know, because I don't know, I just don't do it. But one extreme thing that he would do to people is like, that I remember is like, you know, putting salt, you know, the salt shakers. He would loosen up the fucking top, and he would, and boom, there goes your whole food, bro, because you fucking put the whole thing.
Yeah, when he's buying your dinner, man, you got to take them jokes, man.
Yeah, you got to kind of just wipe off the excess salt and shit.
Scoop off the salt, you know, and keep going.
I've known people that say this kind of jokes, like, yeah, you switch the salt and the sugar, bro, and it's hilarious. I'm like, dude, to me, that's ruining somebody's whole moment type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are some heavy pranks right there, man. So yeah, that's a little bit about what's going on with that situation right there.
But Big Pun's biopic, it would be a classic, bro.
I mean, we saw B.I.G. get his, we saw Tupac get his.
Do you ever rewatch those, or are those just like a one-time deal?
Yeah, I don't rewatch them. Even the NWA, I haven't rewatched.
Right?
It.
They're not. And if some people do, like, damn, that's dope, right?
It's crazy how we won't rewatch those, but we watched Blood and Blood Out a million times.
Yeah. You know I mean? I'll even watch the South Park style Blood and Blood Out. You know?
Yeah, shout out to them homies. I forgot the name. Pocos
Pero Locos.
Yeah, and that's just a IG page. That ain't no gang we throwing up, because out here in the Midwest, there's some gangs out here that. So that ain't no gang. That's an IG page, man. But moving it along real quick, bro. There's a dude in Texas, bro. A 36-year-old Texan dude was sentenced to 70 years, bro, in prison for spitting on 2 police officers.
Damn.
Do you think they're overdoing it with the sentence? And do you think that the color of his skin has a lot to do with the sentence?
What race was he?
Is he? He's still alive.
Is he?
He is from the brother race.
The brother.
I don't know if that's
We're all
disrespectful.
brothers. We're all brothers.
He's a brother, man.
Man, it sounds fucking ridiculous, right? Because I did see that. And they try to justify it, right? They're like, yeah, he got sentenced to 70 years for spitting on continuous. They try to make it like it was justified. Continuously spitting at officers while he was getting detained, and I think like on the ride to jail or something. Like, okay, like every spit is like fucking 10 years or some shit. And it's like, plus he did have a violent what is that, robbery,
a previous crime,
and he was violent at home. It's like, no, that those are separate things. You know what I mean? If he did a robbery and it was violent, you charge him for that. That's what he gets. You don't continuously add those things on in his later years, right? So no, fuck that. Like like spitting on somebody, you don't deserve that. Would I be mad if the cops would have beat his ass? I wouldn't have been mad at that either. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be spitting on people.
Yeah, I think spitting is one of the most disrespectful things you could do.
But you definitely don't, you shouldn't even get over 5 years for some shit like that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's facts. I don't even think you should do a year for that.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to
give this dude a couple months just to, I don't know,
fucking turn the cameras off and whoop his ass, man.
Lazy. Now you're talking about police brutality.
Wait,
you're condoning police brutality now.
I'm also not condoning spitting on cops. Like we're in this limbo, we're in this gray area where it's like, tampoco hagas pendejadas, way.
So have you ever watched a movie or a show and you're like, man, it wouldn't be so bad to be a cop? Have you ever felt like that?
Nah, fuck that.
12?
I had a nightmare once I was a cop, bro. I fucking shot myself, homie.
Oh shit.
Tú eres chota. Tú eres chota.
Yo, man.
No wonder you like 6'9" so much, bro. You want to be a cop.
Nah, bro. I watched this show, man. It's called like Smugglers or something, bro. So it's people trying to obviously smuggle shit into the country, whether it's like through Florida, through boats, or whether it's through New York when they arrive in planes for different countries, or through Mexico with through the cars or through the border. But it's like, bro, when the agency, right? Sometimes the FBI or the whatever agency it is, right? When they suit up and boot up, bro, and they're about to go on that mission, that shit looks pretty exciting, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You're looking for like an adrenaline rush, right? But I get it.
Don't label it that. That sounds lame as fuck.
I'm trying to help you out, motherfucker.
Nah. I'm saying
you're like, dude, suiting up and putting that badge.
No, I didn't say the badge, bro. I'm just saying, like,
you might as well set the badge.
You're going on the mission, bro. You're going on the mission.
That's what I said. Adrenaline rush, homie. We all looking for a little adrenaline rush. No, but I watched something similar to that, and it was in Colombia, though. Like Colombia.
See, I wouldn't want to be a cop in Latin America, man.
Bro, there's an airport in Colombia that all they do all day, and they have all the technology, bro. They have fucking, what do you call them, little flying drones? And then you have like surveillance all around the airport. Like any funny business that you do, you're already a target, right? Dude, gente todavía entra with maletas, like hiding. I was gonna say hidden like bricks of cocaine within the maleta. I'm like, bro, you're in Colombia.
Yeah.
I would already think you probably got some coke in your bag.
That's the same thing as people going through the Mexican border.
But
there's millions of people going through the airport or through the border. Not everybody's gonna get caught.
That's true. Not everybody does get caught. But if people even sense you a little funny, I guess it is just like the border way, because they'll just send you through a different line. Is that your nose that's kind of squeaking on the fucking microphone?
I think it did squeak a little bit right now. Why you gotta put me on blast like that?
It was either
man?
your nose or your shirt screaming for a little space.
It's a little tight.
I'm just fucking with you. So in the Colombian one that I was watching, so the maletas, dude, I feel so bad for the ladies, right? Like, esa es tu maleta, and like they're rolling with them right through the luggage area, and once they bring him into that bag, like, esa no es mía, no, esa no es mía,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, mira tu ticket, you know, and the ticket shows that they checked in 2 bags, and boom, it's like, no, pero esa no es mía. No, well, why is your ticket matching that ticket, bro? They opened the luggage, both of them. Started cutting through it, dude, like fucking little fucking bricks of coke, way. Se desmayó, dude.
That was probably fake.
It was fake, bro. And she was like, the paramedics came. It's like, no puedo creer, esto no es mío, no me puede estar pasando. And then the lady that she was with, she was next, way. You know what I mean? So they opened her shit up too. Same thing, bro. Both of them. And you can only imagine like all the time they're gonna do, right? But the ones that don't go through that, they have the same thing they have at the airport now. For us, is like automatic. It's auto, dude. Every time you're gonna go through TSA, you have to lift your hands up and do the vuelta, or I think they had the machine does it for you now. But in those machines, bro, they like look like inside of you. Dude, people be swallowing like balloons upon balloons of coke, way.
Bro, I just seen this. I was watching this shit today before I headed over here, bro. They were at the Mexican border, bro, and they said that normally it used to be females putting stuff in their vaginal cavity. You know what I mean? They said, but now they said that it's the dudes putting it in their anal cavity, bro.
Dude, that's nothing new, homie.
It's nothing new, right?
You never been in La Pinta, Holmes?
I've never been in La Pinta, bro. I never cheeked anything, bro. Shout out to all the homies that took one for the team.
Big cheekers.
Yo, lazy. You should never call men big cheekers, bro.
You'll love cheekers in prison, way. Not because they got big cheeks. Not because they got big cheeks, bro. They can carry in multiple bolsitas.
Yo, lazy.
That's all wrong.
You're showing your colors, bro.
Bolsitas, nah. Cheeks, nah. I fucked that up.
No, but this dude, bro, he cheeked this big ass fucking thing of, I think it was fentanyl, bro, that it just didn't look normal, bro, to go in your ass like that, bro. It was like, how the fuck did you get that shit in your ass, bro? Like, it just seems like you get something like that in there, bro. That shit is not, like, even if you were to fit that in there, how, like, that shit's not coming back out, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. That shit was
coming out, all right,
bro. That was crazy, bro. I was like,
those are one of the ones you bring out the big bottle of lubrication, bro.
Man, see, that's why I ain't no drug. I couldn't be no drug and no drug mule.
Those things también, way, because this is not new. This is not just Latin America. This is across the world, but it's not rare. It's not uncommon for one of those bags to like burst. Mm-hmm. Automatic overdose, way.
Yeah, because it was fentanyl, bro. So he would have died instantly.
And maybe that's not the worst death, but still, you're dying just for what? Like, what could you possibly make? You know, you probably make like $5,000, $10,000, right?
Yeah.
But you're gonna die for that,
and you be feeling sorry for these people, right? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to see people get locked up, bro. Unless it's like people that really deserve it, you know, like, you know, there's crimes that people deserve to get locked up for. But it's like you see some of these people, bro, and it's like, you know that they just want to get their family ahead, bro. Yeah. Like there's people that try to get stuff across the border, bro, that don't even look like they're like bad people, bro. But it's like they just look like they just wanted to like get their family ahead, and I'm like, damn, I feel bad for you, bro. And then like,
but they be talking the most shit once they cross the border, though. Me la pelaron.
Be jamming Peso Pluma on the road, like, yeah, I'm really about that life.
But they get busted. No, señorcito, es que Es que me forzaron.
Yo,
Me amenazaron a toda mi familia.
no, man, I felt bad one time because, bro, there was this one dude. I think that he was like trying to get something to like Spain or something like that, and they caught him, bro. And then he asked, like how much time am I gonna get? And then they're like, we don't know yet, but normally for something like this, you're gonna get like 8 years. And like at the end when they say that he was sentenced to 8 years in prison, you're like, damn, they really did give him 8 years, right? But while he was waiting for all that, bro,
you're like, I would have snitched.
No,
cut that down to 2 years.
What's it called? No, it was like as when he got caught, bro, they let him make a phone call, bro, and he called his daughter, bro, and he just started telling her sorry, bro, and I'm like, damn, bro, I felt so bad. I'm like, man, I just give that man another chance, bro. Like, it was sad, bro, because he was like, obviously he did that to be able to provide for his daughter and his family, bro, and it was like, now you're busted, bro.
I seen something. I don't know. I'd seen something very similar to that. I don't know if we watched the same show, but you watch that and you're like, all right, you got busted. Like, I don't know, no more than 5 years, man. Like these people don't deserve to go do fucking 10, 20 years.
Yeah, that's just wild, man. But anyways, going back to the dude that got 70 years, I think that's when the people got to step in. The people of the community, the people of that state, the people of this whole country, bro, they got to step in and be like, you know what? Even though this guy might be a piece of shit, 70 years is just like, it's not right. It's inhumane to even consider that and to know that he was actually sentenced to that. That's just wild.
Some people do less for murder.
Yeah, that's facts, way. So I believe that's when the people step in, man.
He was kind of walking around como que le valía, ¿verdad, güey?
Very
he's like, man,
nonchalant.
Yeah, like they didn't just give you 70 years, bro. He's still mean mugging. That's a gangster, bro. He would not crack.
Yo, he's 36 years old, so 70 years. He's not getting out of there. You know what I mean? But I highly doubt. But I think Jay-Z needs to step in that one, or Meek Mill needs to step in that since they're in the prison reform stuff.
I think I think Biden needs to free that man.
Kim Kardashian needs to step in, man. Free that brother.
Free that brother.
But moving it along, man. Like, looks like they the Cash App dude. Looks like they found they arrested the suspect that they believe killed Bob Lee, the founder of Cash App, bro.
Yeah.
And the person that allegedly did this, and we're just saying allegedly because that's what you got to do out here.
Because you're talking about a killer.
Yeah, you got. you gotta have a little respect for the killers. You know what I mean? Fear is stronger than anything out here. But
I've been stabbed,
yo. So the dude that stabbed him, bro, he's an IT consultant. His name is Nima Momeni. He's 38 years old, man. So
he must have been a very aggressive salesman.
Yo, lazy. What's it called? So apparently they're kind of finding out why this went down and why this happened. So Bob Lee, he's a divorced dude. He's 43 years old. He got a kid or two, I believe. So he's out there single, right? And out in the world doing his thing. Well, apparently, this dude, Nima, believed that Bob was messing around with his younger sister. Well, his younger sister's married, and he obviously didn't like the fact that his friend Bob Lee is messing around with his married sister, and he had confronted him, saying like, is she doing anything inappropriate? Like, basically, are you messing around with her? And is she doing any drugs? So he believed that, this dude, Bob Lee, was, for whatever reason, was providing her with drugs or doing drugs with her and having a relationship with her, even though she was married.
She sounds like a fun person.
And the friend, because it was, I guess, through that day, he was having a good day. He was hanging out at hotels, having drinks. They were hanging out with friends, just partying. And that's when the brother confronted him again. And
the brother, like a black guy?
No. The dude that supposedly allegedly killed him, and yeah, he must have put in one and two together and be like, yep, you definitely are messing with my sister, and bro, he got a kitchen knife, a 4-inch kitchen knife, drove him to a secluded dark area, and stabbed him 3 times, bro. One or two hitting him in the heart.
Yeah.
So
Bob Lee was not the brightest guy. Well, a genius in his own in his own right, but to not sense some negative energy from some dude.
Well, he was probably drunk too. You know, they haven't really said that, but I'm guessing something must have been involved, right? Because there was text messages that came out, and the sister was actually apologizing to Bob Lee, saying like, "I'm sorry for my brother being so hard on you."
I told him everything. You should run.
No, and then and yeah, bro. So that is weird, right? Someone drives you to a secluded, dark area, and then, like we mentioned, he stabbed them, and stabbing someone is very personal, right? So now that we know it, it obviously is very personal. This dude did it because he believed he was messing around with his younger married sister, and
that's not justifiable, though.
And the thing about it is, like, in this day and age, especially in San Francisco, they got everything on video. So this dude, he can. I'm sure he's a rich dude, but you can't. It's gonna be hard to fight against the video showing you stabbing him, and then the video of you pulling out in his white BMW, and then Bob Lee just like staggering away after he was stabbed.
So there's he didn't stab him inside of the car?
No, he stabbed him outside,
and that's on video.
Yeah, they got everything on video, man.
Oh shit.
So it's gonna be a hard fight in court for that. But
how does a dude that lives like a college educated, desk life, just possibly a nerd, in his own way, how does he turn into a killer?
What's it called? Family, bro. Like, just his name, Nima Momeni. You know that he's either immigrant himself or he's a son of an immigrant, right? They're immigrant kids.
You sound like Trump now.
Stay away. So like there's some countries, bro, and there's some cultures that are very protective of their sisters, very protective of their daughters, very protective of their moms, or even all family in general, right? So I'm just kind of like throwing this out there, right? But there's some people that they'll see that as like you're
making a whore out of my sister.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna try to say it in a nicer way, but
don't clean it up. She's a whore.
Yo, lazy. So yeah, you're basically doing all that, giving my sister a bad reputation,
bringing dishonor on my family.
Exactly, all that stuff. So he took it upon himself to correct that, right? And threw his whole life away, you could say. But it's like in immigrant families, bro, that's not very uncommon, bro. Like even us as Mexican immigrants, we as younger us as youngsters, I should say, we were very protective of our sisters. Even when we were little kids, we were like 10, 11, 12 years old. And when we saw our sisters talking to dudes, we'd get mad. We're like, why are you talking to that dude? Or why are you, laughing so much over there? Why is he flirting with you? We get mad because our parents like raised us to be protective of our sisters. Like, hey, make sure if you guys are going to go out, like let's say our sisters wanted to go out, our mom and dad would be like, all right, you guys can go, but you guys got to take your brothers with you. So now me and you are there like the little protectors, the little bodyguards, and it's like
tattletellers.
And it's like if they're hanging out with some dudes, like why did he hug you, or why are you letting him hug you, or we're very protective because it was like our parents gave us this responsibility to protect our sisters, and we took that very serious, and it took a while, like as we got older, to be like, man, why are we like this? We can't be so protective like that. Everyone's their own individual and they got to do their thing unless they need help or someone's violating them.
The change in the future, though.
Then we got to do it.
It was like, why are you so jealous with your sister? No es pa ti. Y no va a ser you're like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
but check this out though. Was this dude that allegedly killed Bob Lee? Was he a friend of his?
I believe they were friends. Yeah. You got to be somewhat acquaintances to
be able to have that trust, right?
Yeah.
To be like, well, man, you're drunk. Let me drive you home, or you know, whatever.
And you know, as friends,
That's cuando ya wait. You kind of are you roaring over there?
no, I'm like about to say something.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
What? That's almost you're disrespecting me, homie. Like
Not
bro.
just that, like not like as friends, like you know, like even as us growing up, you know, we've all had friends that had like sisters that were kind of cute sometimes, and you're like, yo, presenta la hermana, way, and then they'd be like,
I never
"Oh,
said that.
you're like, no te pases con mi hermana, way, don't play with me like that, you know." But it was like it's just jokes, right? That sometimes you throw out.
But
or
then
like-
you have those dudes that it's like, and we've never been in this situation, right? But I'm sure it's happened where it's like, you know, dudes that is like, they get a lot of girls, right? Like, sí, güey, ya me la cogí, güey, ya le dejé a la verga, güey. Oh, también esa, güey, ya me lo está, she was doing this to me, güey. And then next you kind of find out he's messing with your sister, and you're like, I know what this motherfucker's doing.
You're like, no, güey, me cogí dos viejas en un día, güey. No, güey, no, primero fui con esta, güey, luego me fui con ella. Yo, bro, ni me bañé, güey. Like, I just went straight from one house para la otra casa, güey.
You made a maniaco face right now.
And then, you know, when you're friends, you're like, no, güey, te pasas, güey. No mames, güey, te
¿Quién
pasas.
como tú,
Te
cabrón?
pasas de verga, güey. And then next thing you know, you're messing with, you want to mess with his sisters, like, yo, hold the fuck up, bro. Like, I already know what you're about, bro. Like, how dare you disrespect me and thinking that you're gonna mess with my sister now and basically do her the same that you've been doing all these other girls, which kind of reminds me of Scarface.
Yeah.
You know,
Because that dude was a playboy.
he was a playboy, you know, and he was always messing around with girls. Every scene that we saw, he was basically hollering at girls and all that. And then turns out he falls in love with Scarface's sister, Tony Montana's sister. And Tony Montana, like he took it as like the same way we're saying, like, bro, how the fuck are you gonna be messing with my sister? I know how you are. Like,
Yeah.
you're an animal. You know
I know what you think of women. I know how you treat women. I know that you're never gonna be a faithful dude. You're gonna always be screwing something on the side.
Yeah.
You know, whether you stay with my sister for the long run or not, you know, so
And that reminds me of this one thing, bro, because I talk with a lot of people about this movie, you know, Scarface, and güeros, they don't have that same
they don't
have that same protectiveness as
Not all
as
of them.
Latinos.
Not all of them.
Not most of them.
Not most.
There's a few, but it's like a lot of güeros, when you talk to them about this movie, they're like,
I don't give a fuck.
no, it's not just about that. They'll say like, oh man, bro, you know, that was kind of weird at the end though, because I think Scarface was in love with his sister, bro. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, yeah, bro. It was like he was jealous because he liked his sister, so he didn't want no one else to be with his sister. I'm like, nah, bro, you don't get it. Like, Latinos, bro, like, we're very protective of our sisters, of the women in our family, you know. So I think he just didn't like the fact that his best friend that he knew how he was messing with his sister. He's like, nah, man, I think it was like some incest stuff going there.
Widows are like, nah, bro, nobody thinks like that.
Yeah, bro.
You know, there was this one dude that came to work at my job, and it was a very short period, right? But we did talk real quick, and I don't know how we got to the conversation, pues, güey, pero cutting it short, he ended up hooking up with his best friend's sister. And I was like, bro, isn't that weird, homie? Like, isn't that like, you know, like, he's all like, yeah. And, you know, that's why we're not best friends anymore. And he felt like I stabbed him in the back. He's all like, but, you know, he was pissed. He came at me, and I told him, you get to punch me in the face one time. And then if you ever bring this up to me again, I'm going to fuck you up. So he got his hit, and we just moved on.
Damn.
You know? But it was both man things on both sides, right? It's like, you disrespected me being with my sister, being my homie. Another dude shows some respect, like saying, like, all right, wait, get your putazo in, homie. And now I can't help it, but we're together now. And then let's keep it moving. We're gonna see each other in Thanksgiving and shit.
That is true, right? But I think I think there's bro codes, man. I think there's a such thing as bro codes. Like you should never mess with the girl that your friend has been with, or
On a serious note,
or especially if she's with serious note or not serious note.
yeah, there's too many females out there, right?
Yeah, there's too many females. Like no, like if you're messing with like a hood rat, you know what I mean, and it's like, bro, like yeah, I was. Like
Your turn.
yeah, it's your turn, right? Like, yo, I just messed with that night. Like, there's nothing there. But if you dated her or you've been hanging out with her for a while, like, bro, that's off limits. Like, once they stop messing, that doesn't mean that it gives you that opportunity to step in.
And if any homies do that kind of stuff, then you shouldn't be. Then it kind of falls on you. If you see a homie that he's trying to chase the girl after that, even if you hung out with her for like a few months, but you kicked it with her around the crew and around the homies, like this dude was checking out your girl the whole time. He wasn't looking at her. And I know some people, like, they don't see things like this, right? But this is the way that we were brought up, amongst respect, amongst men and friends.
Mm-hmm.
You don't check that girl out. You don't even get too funny around her. You know what I mean? Porque ya te estás pasando de verga, güey. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's facts, way. There's always them dudes that you bring a girl around, especially when it's a girl that's barely kicking it. Everyone got to be in their best behavior, right? Like they're like the funniest, the coolest, whatever. Because it's nobody's girl yet, right?
Oh, if you haven't hit it, don't bring her around the crew yet, because she might just not leave with you, player.
That's what I'm saying. Like when if you meet a group of girls, that's when everybody's on their A game, right? But if you bring your girl around your homies and you see your homie trying to be way too funny and way too extra, because you can catch that. Like a real one can catch that. You're like, nah, bro, you doing way too much over there, bro. Like you trying to make my girl laugh a little too much, bro.
You're trying to, when you're like making deposits, you're like, in investments, you know what I mean? You're like, I know one day this is gonna pay off, their return on investment, they're not professional investors in the market, and but for the punani, they know when to invest the stock market. You know what I mean?
But they're professionals on the foreseeing the stock market.
I seen some dude. He's a crazy Dominican dude. He's like, no es que yo soy inseguro, es que yo soy tigre. Yo soy tigre también. He's all like, yo me hacía que yo iba al baño y me escondía a la esquina y miraba cuáles de mis amigos le querían llegar a mi mujer. He's like, do that. It's like. But as soon as you get up and like leave the room, go to the bathroom, or you're at the club, and that one dude that always seems to find his way talking to your girl is like, what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
You're always looking for that opportunity.
But in a way, like you need your girl to get tested, right? Like, check this out. Like, let's say
I lost many testing these women.
Like, but you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to lose, right? But you gotta have enough invested, right? Like, I'm not saying put your wife to the test, because at that point, those tests should have already been done.
Yeah.
But if you've been kicking it with a girl for a few weeks or a couple months, you should be able to trust her in a way for her to know that she should respect you around anybody, especially your friends, right? Yeah. So if one of your friends makes a move on your girl, and next thing you know, she's over there like giving extra attention over there, entertaining that situation, then like that's a red flag. Like, okay, I'm a keep note of that, and I see how you reacted to that, and maybe that's not the type of girl I want to keep around. You know what I mean?
Most dudes don't do that though. They'll be like, "Fuck you, fool! I ain't never coming." Most dudes will take their girl and leave the situation themselves.
They'll like go seclude themselves on an island.
I know you fucked up there, but if I don't bring you around there anymore, you won't fuck up, right? One time
it was my bad for bringing you around my funny friend.
One time I fucked up. I was a young guy, dude, and I wanted to put this girl to the test, right? And I wasn't like crazy, like in love with her, right? But I just knew, like, yo, lazy, I'm the fucking guy. So I talked to one of the homies, and he was a player in his own right way. He was a dude that was his charisma was también out there. his game, and he was just one of us, dude. He's one of those dudes that is like dangerous también, tigre. So we three-way call, dude. Have you ever done this three-way call?
I thought you were gonna say you three-way. I was like, yo, lazy. Someone always comes out losing.
No, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy.
All right, man. But switching it up, man. This week we just shared a post, something that was kind of going through the whole IG algorithms, you could say. So it looks like Disneyland is planning a Pride Night to celebrate Pride. I believe Pride Month. Yes, Pride Month, right? I don't know what else to call it. Like celebrate.
Don't drop fake facts either.
To celebrate Pride Month, I guess. It's gonna be in let's check the dates, bro. I don't want to give false. It's in June, so it's gonna be in June. And it's called Disneyland After Dark Pride Night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're gonna do it to celebrate, and they're doing it in a way that is like after like the regular hours, because it's saying that it starts from 9 p.m., which is weird to me, right? It starts from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of like an extra events going on at Disneyland like that, but that's what's going on. And I believe they can they can get like early entry, and they can get in at 6 p.m.
That's respectable though. For the people that are going to be like, I don't want my kids around this. Well, this starts at 9. You know what I'm saying? This starts at this time. Show your way out. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're against. So
yeah,
I think them doing it at a later time for the people that want to participate in that, I think is respectable.
Yeah, because I mean, in these recent times, I should say, a lot of the conversation has been like people don't care what sexual preference people have, just leave the kids out of it, right? Like that's like the conversation of our time right now. So this is obviously going to be very controversial because it's like everyone's saying do what you want in your life, just keep it, don't force this on the kids. And then this gets announced. Obviously, people are going to react to this like they're going to jump on it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, and what's it called? One thing that I was thinking is like they're doing this to specifically have a celebration to celebrate Pride Month, because it's not like gay people can go to Disneyland on this regular hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was at Disney World. I seen gay people. I seen same sex couples. And it's not like you stop and you stare and you point and you're like, oh my God, kids, let's go this way. It's like it's not like you do that, right? But it's like
take your holy water with you or something. Kids,
pick up my Bible.
There's I just joke around like that because I know there's crazy people like that, right? They try to hide their kids from all this stuff, which leads to a question: has your daughter ever asked you, like, hey, I seen, if she sees 2 men holding hands or 2 women holding hands? Has that came up yet or no?
It's come up, man. And I think one of the most recent ones that I remember is when we watched the Buzz Lightyear movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that movie there was one of the astronauts, it's a woman, it's a female that had a female partner. Mm-hmm. And my daughter right away caught it, and she looked at me, she's like, Dad, is she a girl or is she a guy? And I was like, she's a girl. She's like, well then why is she married to a girl? And then I'm like, oh damn! Now I gotta
turn that shit off. Damn it!
No, now I'm like, all right. Now this is gonna turn into a educational moment here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think you're just gonna kick back and enjoy a movie, and then I had to explain to her there's gonna be people that are gonna there's gonna be times where women are gonna marry women and guys are gonna marry a man is gonna marry a man. I'm like, those people are called gay people. You know what I mean? Like, I keep it as basic as possible, right?
Gays.
I'm not going to be like, super extra in it, but I just keep it like the basics. Like sometimes a man's gonna marry a man, sometimes a woman's gonna marry a woman. I don't think my daughter knows anything about transgender people at all yet. And that's because like as far as I've talked with her, we've never talked about that. But sometimes in schools, these conversations are going on, and it's like that's kind of like the part where it makes me a little bit uncomfortable because I'm like, okay, like are things being talked about that are not reaching home? You know what I mean? Like, because it's like I want to know about everything. Like there's times where things happen at school and like my daughter like won't tell me like till later on. She'll be like, oh, that like kids were being so bad at school like last week, and we had to we couldn't go to recess because of it. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, damn, why are you telling me now? Like, you should have told me back then. And then sometimes it's just things like kids don't realize how important certain situations are. You know what I mean? So, and you want to be on top of things. Like you want to make sure that you're explaining things as they need to be, as you feel they need to be explained.
And at one point, I think we used to think, or we used to just not give a damn. We were too young, and all we cared about was what girl we liked and what, going to recess or whatever. But we forget that these teachers, they are regular people, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of these teachers, they have their own sexual preference. A lot of these teachers, they have their, and when I say sexual preference, and they're strong on it, right? And then their political views, they're strong on it. And with their vegans and why you shouldn't eat animals, some might be strong on that, and you don't think about that stuff, but sometimes when they're speaking freely, or even like Black Lives Matter is a big thing, right? We're gonna throw them in the mix because it's one of those ones too that a lot of people are like, hey, yeah, Black Lives Matter, but we don't need to be hearing that all over the place. My kid doesn't need to see a Black Lives Matter poster at her school. Like
my kid doesn't need to experience white guilt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So, and that's what I mean though. Like, in all these schools, there's going to be teachers that have these beliefs, and people that I see that are against like that they feel like the LGBTQ community is forcing these things on kids. They see that as wrong, right? And we shared our thoughts on that last episode, which I feel like my kid's gonna be at a certain age where, where I have the power I have control of exposing her to whatever I'm in control of, right? But my point was that a lot of these people that are like, you shouldn't be forcing this sexual, gender and gay stuff on kids, they're still the same people that will talk shit about Biden and be praising Trump in front of kids. You know what I mean? They're still the same people. And I'm just...
I know what you mean, but that doesn't really go.
Well, just hear me out. They will be completely against something else, but they're preaching their beliefs openly. You know what I mean? And then Black Lives Matter también. They can be against like... certain political things. They could be against the LGBTQ stuff, but Black Lives Matter has to be like at the top of the list because people need to know this. People need to start accepting us. People need to start this and that. A lot of these groups, dude, sometimes they're trying to cancel each other out, but they're doing the exact same thing in just a different manner way.
And that's one thing that you start thinking, and honestly, like, we are human. Like, all this is new to us. So, like, if people think that a lot of us are going to somehow wake up and be super woke and super, like, ready to just accept all these new ways of being, like that's fantasy land. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep it real. Like, nobody just wakes up in the morning and says, nah, I'm okay with everything. And I understand where you're coming from. And I understand where you're coming from. And nah, like we're all growing and we're all learning all this as it comes, because this is new to us, like we're 37 years old, right? Like we grew up in a different time. I know there's people that, normally say this are like in their 50s and 60s and shit. But it's like when you're 37 and you grew up in the 90s, you still experience a whole different way of living. You know, so we grew up with a different norm, and in the 2000s things changed, were changing, but we all got to admit that within 5 to 10 years, or especially 5 years, things have drastically changed in society. So it's like the people are gonna mess up sometimes and say certain things, or people are gonna take a little longer sometimes to get what's going on. But it's like, I think like we've talked about this before, I think people need to be understanding from all different communities, just like the LGBT, just like the gay community needs to understand, like it's gonna take time for people to understand where they're coming from, just as much as like Black Lives Matter and people like black activists got to understand that it's gonna take other people some time to understand where they're coming from. Just like Latinos with our struggles and our way of thinking, we got to understand that sometimes it's gonna take other people a little longer to understand where we're coming from. They ain't gonna just wake up and understand the Latino struggle. You know, they ain't gonna wake up and be like, yeah, that's why everyone crosses the border because of this and because of that, and that's why, you know, they do this and what. That's what. No, we gotta just continue the movement and until people understand where we're coming from, and that's why it's sometimes it's like it's a little conflicting because it's like don't get me wrong, I'm gonna keep it real right now. Like when I heard like Pride Night at Disneyland, I was like, why? Like, why is that necessary, right? Like, just keeping it real. Like, why do they feel they need to do that? But then it's like, you think about it and you're like, what if they did Latino night at Disneyland?
Black Lives Matter at Disneyland.
Black Lives Matter at Disneyland. People will be like, why do you need to do that? Why do you need to do Latino night at Disneyland? Why do you need to do like a Black History Month at Disneyland? Like, it's like, yeah, we get it. It's representation, right? You know, and it's like, it's one of those things that maybe at first you don't get it and you don't understand it. But the more you think about it, you're like, all right, you know, like, okay, it's different. And that's what's happening. And the good thing about it is that we all have the choice whether we want to participate or not. Like, they give you the dates, you know, like obviously if you ain't down with that, don't go with your kids on that day. You know what I mean?
Don't you think, and now that I think about it, it's like, don't you think sexuality is as strong as like religion? You know what I mean? It's like
it's getting to that way.
It's like our parents raised us with a certain religion, right? Did we ever think of switching religion? Have you ever thought of switching religion?
No.
Right? And I think why? Because that's the way that we were raised. That's the way that was at our home. That's the thing that was around our house, right?
I'll tell you this though. Some good D or some good V will make you switch religion, bro.
Or sexuality.
Exactly. Right? Because we've all known
some good D or some good V.
Yo. Because it's like we've all known people of a different background that, let's say like a Latina. I'm sure people can relate. You've all seen a Latina that turned Muslim because she married a Muslim dude. She switched her religion for that dude.
I've never seen that happen.
It's real, you know, and like same with men. Like people will switch religion or they'll let, you know, because of the person they fell in love with, bro. So it's like, you know, sometimes it's just over that, man.
But I'm just saying though, it's like, I guess my point was, it's like what you're raising, the people that you're raising in your home, if that's what the belief is, most likely that's what it's gonna be, right? If you're like, we're Christian, most likely that's what it's gonna be with. Just because your kids are seeing Muslims and Jews, and I kind of got scared when I said Jews, you know what I'm saying?
When you talking about gay people and talking about Jews is very much like the same, bro. Like,
right.
You were at the point where it's like, you got to be very careful when you talk about gay people, when you talk about Jews. It's like,
right. But I'm like, my point was like, we've been surrounded by many, many religions, and we've never like, oh, I'm going to go, I think I like that religion better, I'm going to switch. So it's the same thing with like sexuality, bro. It's like, if you are straight, you're going to be straight, bro. It doesn't matter if... I remember I started liking girls since I was like 5 years old, dude. So and it's never changed. So I know that people.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
So I know a lot of people are saying that these things are being brought upon kids. Trust me, I have my own thoughts, and I do feel like there should be like there should be some areas where things shouldn't be put on kids. But at the same time, kids at the age of 5 already, we already have crushes. We already like that little girl. We already like that little boy. You know what I'm saying? Kids already know what they like. So it's just a really complicated, touchy area. People are gonna attack like these things because they just don't believe in it. Period. Mm-hmm. It's just like racism. You know, like some people are racist, but they won't say they're racist. They'll just hide behind a different belief that still backs up the racism. You know what I mean? Some people are anti-gay, but they just can't come out and say that they're anti-gay. So they'll come out and be like, I'm doing it for the kids. You know, it's like, no, bro, like you're doing it for yourself, bro, because a lot of these outspeaking, the way you're stroking that.
Yo, lazy, see? Yo, lazy, see, bro? You
Así está de gruesa, güey. So you already got the right side.
yeah. In your dreams, Pedro. In your dreams.
All right, man.
No, but check this out. Like, it's just one of those things that is like, you know, we seen that, you know, we want to put that out because honestly, at the end of the day, we do want to we do want to see where people are at with it because it gives us a better understanding. Because honestly, like,
test the waters también. Where's the culture at with this? You know,
you want to test the waters, but you also want to see where people are at with it because it's like we all live different experiences and we all view the world differently. And sometimes the way some people, like some of the comments in there, bro, like I'll read them and I'm like, oh shit, like I didn't think about it like that, and that's true. You know, because sometimes it takes someone to comment something and to explain it in a way for you to understand it. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just the way we were brought up. Like people got to understand. We're from a Christian immigrant family. So you can really understand how we were brought up and the beliefs that we were raised in. So it's like
from the 80s también.
So it's like it sometimes it's when I say it takes time for people to understand and come around or see where people are coming from, that's what I mean. It's like sometimes it's like, okay, we all grew up different, so I kind of want to see where people come with it, and then that way it'll give me an understanding. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like we're all learning as we go, man.
But when people are saying protect the kids, when people are saying I will protect my family at all costs. If you're doing it for those righteous reasons and you're really protecting your family in all aspects, don't be this person that's like, I'm not going to go to Disney no more because they putting this on my kids. But you go to the fucking quinceañera and people are blacked out drunk and talking all kind of reckless around your kids. You're not protecting your kids tampoco. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you're a single mom that you might be bringing a dude around different dude around every 6 months around your kids. You ain't protecting your kids. You know what I mean? If you're a dude that is against all this, like, oh, they're bringing this on my kids. No, you know, I'm going to protect my kids. But all you're worried about is the weekend, going and get fucked up with the homies and going and look for some new piece of ass, getting on the bolsita and shit.
Sounds so dirty.
You know what I mean? But you're worried about your kids. You're not even there. You're not even really present for your kids. You know what I'm saying? So if people are really doing this to be for the kids and protect their family for their beliefs, because it doesn't necessarily need to be bad. It's just in your belief system, it's wrong. If you're going to be against that, I would hope that you're at least protecting the other areas también. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't be reckless with other aspects that I see or I've seen, and then just be protecting about a movie or be protecting about Disneyland. You know what I mean? Some of you motherfuckers never even took your kids to Disneyland and you're worried about it. You know what I mean? Whether it's fucking transgender night or not. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. So I think everyone just needs to be understanding, man. Like we're living in different times and so many changes are happening so quick. You know, like with everything. With society, with technology, with politics, with our currency. Like there's so much being thrown at us right now. It's
we
like
just broke and mad.
it's like it's impossible for all of us to just be so understanding with everything that's being thrown out, man. So at the end of the day, we just wanted to kind of just touch on that a little bit. Pause. I don't know if we should say pause in that, but it's like, you know, it's just having the conversation, man. You know, hopefully no one gets offended. We're just thinking out loud, man. But
let's talk about the Dalai Mama guy.
Dalai Mama, oh shit, yo, you know, we ain't gonna just talk about him, bro. You know, this dude can't just get talked about, bro. He got to be labeled something. Yo, man, pendejo of the week this week is gonna go to the Tibetan Buddhist spiritual leader, man, Dalai Lama, bro,
aka Dalai Mama.
Something like that. We've all seen the pictures. We've all seen the video. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. In the beginning, I didn't even want to watch the full video.
I didn't.
You know, like I didn't until today because I was like I gotta know what I'm talking about, right? Because I didn't know if the kid went through with it. You know, so what happened was a little Indian boy went and meet Dalai Lama, and Dalai Lama like greeted him, but then they ended up kissing on the lips, bro. Like they kissed right on the lips, which that was already weird. It was like, why are you kissing this little boy on the lips, bro? Like you're a old ass man. He's a little boy.
You're strangers to each other.
Strangers, like even friends and family shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
So that was already weird, right? But then he just like stared at the boy and then like stuck his tongue out and told him, suck on my tongue. And then like he like fucking approached the kid, bro. And the kid just like didn't do it. Like he put his forehead to the forehead of Dalai Lama, and then the video stops. You know, that's where the video stops. The one I saw, bro. And again, the whole week I've been avoiding that video, bro, because that was disturbing as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I couldn't even see that shit, bro. It made me sick, way.
Yeah.
But then today I was like, I got to know whether we're going to let people talk. We're going to talk about it. We got to know exactly what the fuck happened. So he's been getting a lot of backlash. You know, the video went viral. People are disgusted. People are outraged. And what's it called? And he comes out with an apology, bro. Like once things went so viral, it got to the moment where he had to address it, you know. So he ended up making an apology for that, and I just want to read the apology here. It says, and I think this is someone else writing it for him because the way it's written, but this is what it says. A video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness the Dalai Lama if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. Now, notice the way he said, His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way.
Yeah.
That's like cover up shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, thank God I've never experienced anything like that. You know, thank God I've never been around anything like that, you know, like, but it's like you can already imagine that predators use those type of words to cover up dirty shit that they're doing. Playful, innocent fun. You know what I mean? And someone of his status, someone of his influence, and someone with that much power, because he's basically the leader of that group. He's abusing his power. He's using that power that he has to do things that no normal person would do. Like,
No.
who requests a kiss from a little boy like that and then tell someone to suck their tongue? It don't matter where you're from in the world. Having a kid, it could be a boy or girl, to suck on your tongue. That's sexual, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't even want to put my personal business out there, but I don't, that's like a weird request if I ever said some shit like that, bro. Even that, obviously to an adult, right? Like, that's weird. That's like sexual behavior way.
That's way out of the norm for even adults, bro. Like even adults action, you know what I mean? Is like, that's, most people would be like, what? Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? But from what I seen that the kid was almost starstruck. He seemed like he was still innocent enough to look at this person and be like, you're like something close to Jesus.
Your holiness.
You're holy. And my dad and my mom, they love you, and I'm here.
I got the privilege to be here.
It's an honor to be in your presence. And that goes back to the parents, though, way. Like, don't ever let it gets fucking crazy, way, because I'm not like that, dude. But don't let your religion and don't let your, like, even political views, any of your views that are so powerful that you're making your child believe that there is nothing wrong that can be done by this group of people. You're setting your child or your family to be vulnerable, because they're gonna either wanna not, like, confess or like speak out about something that's been done to them by this group of people, because, like, no, oh my God, like, this would destroy them, or my parents wouldn't believe me, or like, I don't want to cause this much noise, like, I'll just suck it up and act like it never happened, right? But, like, bro, like, don't ever hype somebody up to be that holy that your kids feel like it's just the greatest thing in the world, dude.
Exactly, man. And we've seen this in many different places, bro. We've seen this with, right here with Dalai Lama. We've seen this with priests. Like, the thing about priests is, like, that doesn't even surprise us anymore. It's like, it happened with a priest. A priest is being accused of molesting little boys or molesting little kids, and we're like, oh, another one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like school shootings now. Oh, another one.
Mm-hmm.
We just see that as normal now. I'm sure even pastors have done the same thing.
Yeah.
They don't get the same. They probably don't get the same attention like priests do. But it's like, anybody that has too much power and that has obviously evilness in their heart and in their mind is gonna abuse of that power.
Yeah.
Like, my thing about me, bro, I'll never trust anybody in this world enough to put my kids in their possession for a certain amount of time, bro. Like, people need to stop trusting these so-called holy people with their kids.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's an after church activity. Cool, let's do it. I'm gonna be right there with you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a after school soccer team. Dope, let's do it. I'm gonna be right there with you. Oh, it's a piano lessons. Fucking ballerina.
Yeah.
Cool, let's do it. I'm gonna be right there with you. That's how it has to go down. Like, don't trust anybody with your kids.
Yeah.
Like, when your kids come home, you talk to them like, hey, how was your teacher? Was your teacher nice to you today? Bro, like, I have, like, conversation with my daughter, bro. Like, I don't necessarily question her on things, but I'm like, hey, so is your teacher nice? Was anyone rough with you? Does anyone play too rough with you at school? Like, are some of the kids mean sometimes? Like, depending on, she's like, I had a bad day. Some kids were mean to me. I'm like, so, well, how were they mean to you? Like, what did they do? Like, bro, I'm always aware of, like, okay, I gotta be ready. I gotta know if there's any signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I gotta react quick.
And if you're present, because if you can be present, you should be present. If you're at a ballerina, or if you're at a piano class, you can sense the energy of that person that's instructing your child. You know what I mean? You can sense the language that's being used, and as an adult, you're gonna be like, whoa, something's kind of funny here, or that person's gonna know like I can't even do my process because another adult will catch this quick. You know,
But sometimes you can't catch these people, bro.
well, I like to think of myself as a person that I can like gauge people, or I can like read people, but you got to be present, and you got to be less selfish than to be like, oh, drop my kid off at piano. I'm gonna go grab a margarita with my friend. You know what I mean? It's like that is not like that hour or two for soccer practice and stuff. It's not a chance to go get a drink with your friends or something like that. I know this sounds crazy.
Now, to some people,
It sounds crazy, right? Like, oh shit, like my daughter has, or my son has this, so it gives me enough time to go get a drink with the boys or go get a drink with my girls. But it's like, you're leaving the space that your child probably needs you. You know what I mean? Like, we've heard way too many things, bro. Like, look at Cain Velasquez. You know, for the people that can kind of understand this conversation that we're having, he went through something. And he's a fucking beast. He's an animal, dude.
yeah.
He's a dude that he will kill you with his bare hands.
But that's what I'm saying is like you can't always know what's happening, so you gotta be overprotective, and you gotta be over aware. You know what I mean? And this is one thing that is like about me. And sometimes people will think I'm crazy, man. And sometimes like I know it sounds extreme. But it's like I'd rather be overprotective than underprotective. And one of the examples is I don't let my daughter do sleepovers. And there's at church there's gonna be a church retreat where the kids are gonna go camp for a week or whatever. My daughter asked me, Dad, can I go? People I know are going, and I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, mijita, but you can't go to stuff like that. You're still too little. And she's like, why? You know, she's so innocent. She wants to just go have fun, and she thinks like it's gonna be a fun experience, which it probably is.
In a perfect world, yeah, it would. I would love for you to go there.
Yeah.
You know,
but it's like I'm like, nah, I can't allow you to be in someone's like responsibility without me for so long. Like, that's way too much time for someone that wants to do something bad. That they have all the time in the world to do it.
yeah, because speaking realistically, it's like, let's just say, I don't know the numbers, but let's just say there's like 95% of good people out there that give like the best experiences. Like, there's people that probably listening right now that they've gone to camp outs, they've gone to church retreats, and they had like good mentors and good church people. You know, it could be 95% of the beautiful stuff. It just takes that 5% for your kid to be impacted, that is gonna scar them for life. That is gonna, it takes that strong person to be like, yeah, I went through this, but I overcame it, and now I'm this. Yeah, but I don't want you to go through that. You know what I mean? Because it's easily people turning into drugs, turning into alcohol, turning into, like when they start just opening up to sex just freely. You know what I mean? Like,
or thinking that that's the only way you'll be accepted, or you'll be wanted if you can offer that.
There's so many different routes that most of them are not like the normal or healthy routes after somebody gets abused, whether they're male or female. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, why take that risk, man? Because I look at TikTok, excuse me, and I don't know why my algorithm's like that, but sometimes they'll show me a video like of a strip, like it'll be like a stripper, and it'll be like, I'm addicted to sex, and it's like it has like a theme song, and then it has like the text context, and it'll be like, because my dad's friends would abuse me from the age of this to this, and then you go to the comments, and they'll be like, oh my God, my dad's friends would do the same thing, or my dad's brother would do the same thing, or yeah, when my dad would get too drunk, yeah, his friends, you know. And then you see all these comments of all these girls having these same experiences of them getting abused when they were little girls. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so don't call me crazy because I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
Bro, it's just we're living in a crazy world, man. And if my daughter has some, if my kids, because just like my daughter's not gonna have sleepovers and go to camps and do all that at a very young age, my son ain't either. You know, because just like girls are at risk, little boys are at risk too, and I gotta protect them both the same.
Yeah.
So this whole Dalai Lama thing came out, and it reminded me because I'm hearing a lot about the Jared the subway guy. You know, I guess there's like a documentary out on him.
Yeah.
But I don't have the channel, bro. You know what I mean? I'm spending my $14.99 on my verification, bro. I ain't trying to make that funny, man. But I Googled it, right? I'm like, I went on YouTube and I'm like, let's see what's up with Jared, man. Maybe someone posted these videos up, you know, and I started watching some of it because there's people that have done like their own little research and stuff like that. Like, bro, this dude, Jared, bro, like, he was like, that's a thing where you don't suspect someone. Someone looks just so like they couldn't hurt a fly, right? Because they just look like very non-threatening.
Yeah.
You know, as a man, you see another man, you're like, yeah, he looked like he couldn't hurt a fly, right? But that doesn't mean he can't hurt your kids.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he can't violate your kids, right? Well, anyways, him and this dude started a business, a foundation together, right? And when they would go out and talk to kids about like obesity and how to eat healthy and all that, after they did that, they would go and hire and buy strippers. I mean, they would go to strip clubs, but then they would buy prostitutes, right? They would pay for prostitutes. Well, after a while, like that wasn't enough anymore. Then they started going then he started going to kids, or I don't know if like somehow he started getting more into kids, or he had it all along or whatever. But this is how corrupt motherfuckers are, bro. Jared hired this other guy to be his partner, paying him, I forgot how much money a month, but he was making a lot of money. They were making a lot of money.
Because Jared was making a lot of money from Subway still, probably, right?
But he had kind of already been on the end of it. Mm-hmm. Now he had to go off and do his own foundation. But he had hired this other guy to be his partner, and he was paying him in the millions, right, to be his partner in this foundation. Well, this is how stupid people are, and this is how dirty people are. And this is how money can corrupt anybody, bro. I mean, a lot of people, especially weird motherfuckers. But Jared had this dude and his wife install cameras in their own house to be able to record their own daughters and their friends in their house, bro.
Their own kids?
Their own kids.
So because Jared wanted to see it?
Because Jared wanted to see it, bro. So these guys, this couple was so obsessed with the money that they went for it. They put hidden cameras in their own house to capture videos of their own kids, but their kids would bring their friends over, bro. And this is gonna tie in. Their kids would bring their friends over, and the parents, they would give them alcohol, they would give them drugs, and they would basically like what is that called, like kind of push them into being like sexual with each other and all that, and they would give them like all the space in the world to do whatever they want, just because they were capturing all that on video and giving that right back to Jared, bro. So it's like these are parents that recorded their own kids. They did this to their own kids. And the friends that came to this house were all victims of it.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying, bro, I don't trust nobody. I'm not gonna allow my kids to be at somebody's house like that because I don't know what their parents are about. You can meet a motherfucker, bro. They can smile in your face, shake your hand, tell you they're a man of God, tell you they're a spiritual person, but when they're all alone with your kid, bro, you don't know how they're looking at your kid.
Yeah. It's crazy because you just don't know. You know, you could go somewhere, bro, and the street cat, you know, with his pants sagging, you know,
It's a thug motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro.
Your kid might be safer with him. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying like that because I'm not saying I would trust one or the other. That dude has probably a lot more morals and values and respect for kids and space. And you'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna leave my kid here. But then you go to the religious house where the dude comes out with glasses, a nice little haircut, and the fucking dockers and shit. He's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be here hanging out and order some pizza and give the kids some ice cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should be back around 5:30ish. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the motherfucker, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's exactly him. But look at the differences. Like, you're going to be worried about the thug dude. Be like, nah. But that thug dude's values and morals could be completely right. And then that other dude's he's on a mission. You know what I'm saying? But me, I don't know. You know what I mean? We're not going to turn this episode like that. But like, if I can't be there with my kid, I guess we ain't there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, and it ain't that long, bro. You know what I mean?
And we need to be okay with that, bro. Like, I think, you know, because, you know, as your kids get older, things change, right? And like sometimes your kids are gonna get invited to parties, or it's like, especially American parties, bro. The tradition, they do things different, right? Whereas like you're invited, your kid's invited to the party, but it's just your kid is invited to the party.
Yeah,
it's not like Latino parties, bro. Like, you invite a family to the party.
Yeah,
if you invite a kid, you're kind of expecting their parents to come hang out too.
Yeah.
But güeros, bro, they do things different, bro. They're like, your kid is invited to the party and it's from 2 to 4 p.m. and that's the hours, and it's just your kid. Drop them off and then come pick them up.
Yeah.
It's like, it's different, bro. So,
and
obviously at the end of the day, we gotta do our best to raise our kids and to be aware and to know boundaries and to know, teach them about their private parts, bro. Like, teach them about, like, there's people that can't hug you like this. There's people that can't kiss you like this. There's people that can't touch you, like people that shouldn't touch you. Even your own parents shouldn't touch you in these places. You know, like, you gotta be able to have that conversation, bro. And I know Cardi B was getting a lot of heat because she was kind of being very outspoken about the whole Dalai Lama situation, and basically saying, like, we need to stop trusting motherfuckers with our kids. You guys, you know, people trust people with, like, just because they have money and they have power and they're spiritual people. But they're the ones that are most likely gonna do some shit like that, you know.
Like, I don't know that motherfucker, dude, but I'm sure he has a record somewhere of, like, he meditated for 46 days straight, you know. And it's like, what the fuck does that serve? The dude's over there kissing little boys.
Well, this is what some of the Tibetan leaders are saying. They're saying that he is a spiritual leader and he is beyond his sensorial pleasures.
Yeah.
Like, he is beyond that. He's so holy that he can't even experience.
There's no sensation.
No sensation in that. But it's like, bro, like, we as humans gotta be real, bro. Like, priest, you can't ever be with a woman. That's not human nature, bro. Like, a nun can never be with a man. That's not natural, bro. Like, we all have urges, bro. We all have needs, bro. Like, what makes you think that a priest is not gonna look at a woman or a man and want to be with that person?
Yeah, it's crazy what you hear about the things that go on in the Catholic Church, but we're not gonna get into that because I'm not trying to disrespect people. But getting back into, like, Dalai Lama, you know, Gandhi, and this is what I heard on the podcast, that it's like, it was called, like,
which Gandhi?
What
country is this Gandhi from?
He's from Middle Eastern or something like that. They were trying to paint him the same way, about he's above his sensation, and he was painting it himself. He's like, I have no like urges, I have no sexual needs, I have nothing. That he would have young girls go sleep with him in his room, in his bedroom with him, just to prove to the world that he was not tempted by young girls or sexualness and stuff like that.
Wow.
And, like, obviously no young girl's gonna come out of there saying nothing, right? Because why? You're almost talking about God if you speak on some of these people, right? Because the way that they're created by your country, by your community, by your own parents. So nobody from the podcast that I heard, nobody came out and said anything, but they said that that was a common practice that Gandhi would do. He would have young girls come to his bedroom and sleep with him just so he could prove to everybody that he was greater than pleasures and shit like that.
Bro, it's wild, bro. And this Gandhi dude, bro, like, I mean, not Gandhi, Dalai Lama, bro, if he did that in
Public?
in front of thousands of people, imagine what they're doing behind doors, man. And the amount of pressure that a child can have, way. Like,
Yeah.
you put an adult in a situation like that, a motherfucker's gonna get nervous too. Imagine putting a child in that situation.
Yeah.
A child's gonna be scared. They don't know what to do, bro. They're gonna, you most likely they're gonna go along with it because they don't they don't know what to do.
They're like, so this is part of this ritual, or this is part of this ceremony.
Yeah.
They don't know, you know what I mean? But
So like I said,
yeah.
Cardi B got a lot of heat because she was outspoken about it, and I gotta be honest. She's probably the only one. She's probably the only celebrity that I seen be outspoken about it.
Cardi B's a gangster, dude, but Cardi B, she's like a mom, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's the Baby Bash also did a couple posts about that, and that's why I like Baby Bash, that he's not scared to speak his mind, right?
Yeah.
But it's like Cardi B, she was getting a lot of backlash because people are like, oh, aren't you the same one that used to drug men and rob them? And then she's like, what makes you, when I'm trying to defend kids, what makes you go back to that?
Yeah.
Like, that happened between adults,
Yeah.
not little kids being violated like that. Like, people, instead of seeing like, yo, that's good that someone from her status is standing up for stuff like this, good for her. They want to bring out old shit and dirty laundry.
Negative shit.
It's like honestly, bro, we've all done dumb shit in our life, bro, that we ain't, if anyone wants to bring some shit up, yeah, we all look like some pieces of shit, boy. You know what I mean? So it's like,
We've all been pieces of shit at one point or another.
yeah, so it's like, if you're defending like the helpless and you're defending the kids, bro, like, you can never go wrong with that. And I don't think anyone should attack anyone that's defending the kids, man.
Yeah. And I think Cardi B, we sound crazy right now. But I think if Cardi B was in this room, she'd be like agreeing with us, like, hell yeah, I protect my kids as much as y'all motherfuckers talking. Cause I seen her, bro. She protects her kids like.
And you have to, way, because this world's crazy, way. Like, we're living in a time and day, way, where it's like so many things have to change. Like, we've heard enough stories, we've seen enough ourselves, that is like, if we grow up raising our kids the same way and carelessly, like our parents had so much trust in family members and friends and acquaintances, that is like, some people became victims. Like, we can't let that be that easy no more, man. So, yo, I'd rather be that I'd rather be that dad that's like, damn, why you don't let your kids do that? Look, I ain't gonna let my kids do all that, but believe me that my kids are gonna have fun, because I'm gonna make sure that I gotta make up for things that they're supposedly missing out on. We gonna be doing something fun.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna be like, you can't go have sleepovers and do fun stuff, and then I'm gonna keep you home and we're gonna be bored all day. Nah.
Open your Bibles.
Yeah, we're gonna go out and have fun ourselves, man.
No,
You know
but
what I
check
mean?
this out, dude. I'm a comment reader, bro. There's a lot of comment readers that are listening right now, eh? And those posts on TikTok that I mentioned earlier about girls saying like that happened to me too, or you know, like I was violated by friends of the family, you know. There's so many comments, bro. I'm not just saying this because I didn't experience this, you know, but I'm just reading comments by other real people that are saying, I'm glad that my mom never let me have sleepovers. More, bro, there's so many people that say that, like, I'm glad that my mom or my parents didn't trust everybody that they came across with, because what? They're seeing what happened to this person, and now they're being like, now I get it. Now I see why my parents didn't, trust these people, or didn't just drop me off. Because, dude, we talk it because we see it. Some people drop off their kids and be like, well, see you. Be back in 3 hours. Like, and they're gonna go have their martinis or margaritas or some shit, living their best life. Like, ooh, we got 3 hours to ourselves. You know what I mean? that shit's cool when you're leaving your kids with trusted people. You know what I'm saying?
Like the grandparents. You leave them with the grandparents. But I've also seen videos, man. I know we're getting a little deep into this, man, but it's like where I seen a video where a girl turned in her own dad.
I seen that
because her dad was like the one that was molesting the cousins and the friends.
Yeah, I seen that. You seen that on TikTok?
Yeah, and she helped like get her dad arrested, bro.
And he was on the run though, right?
I think he was. Yeah, he was on the run, and she like put his video out, and he's like, I'm the daughter of the of the molester, bro. Like,
yeah, and he did the same thing to me. Like that's what she said.
Okay.
So in her mind, she was gonna turn in her own pops to protect the next, so there could not be another girl, bro. And she would show videos of her dad, and the dude looked like a normal dude, man. The dude looked like a regular, funny guy, like
just a regular deal, regular dad.
Yeah, man.
So that's the thing that is like. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy times we're living in, man. Because we all grow up and like in our Latino families, it's like, go say hi to everybody. Go give him a hug, give him a kiss. Tell him you love him. And even like people that are not even your family, like we grew up in the times where people that were not even family, we tell them, that's your uncle, that's your tia, that's your cousin.
Yeah.
When they weren't even really blood related.
Yeah.
We just hung around so much that's family now, and you're putting so much trust in these other people, and that's when people find moments to take advantage of, man. So at the end of the day, mi gente, take care of your kids, take care of your family, and don't be worried about what people are going to judge you like, because at the end of the day, excuse me, if your family is safe and if your kids are safe and they didn't experience any type of those traumas, then you did your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You did your job. Like, believe me, like people can live without sleepovers. We didn't have sleepovers until like later in our life, right?
Yeah.
Like as kids, that shit did not exist. And believe me, man, like people think that it only happens to girls. That shit happens to boys too, man. So
and also people got to understand también, way, and I think a lot of people do understand. But like people got to understand that if your friend doesn't let their kids stay at your house for a sleepover, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, oh, why doesn't he let let his kids stay at my house? Well, what does he think I'm gonna do? Don't put that upon yourself. Be an understanding parent también and be like, I get it. Because I would have those concerns también, like, and don't be the person that's like, I don't want to say that because he's going to feel bad. And then we're going to have friction and then our relationship's going to get damaged. You know what? If a relationship gets damaged because you want to take it personal of why my kid can't stay at your house, well then, homie, that's what it is, homie. I'm going to have to meet some new friends. And if it's family, even family también, way, it's like, yo, bro, you already know how I am, bro. I'm protective, bro. We'll come back tomorrow type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things, way. If we're living in the times where it's like, man, me vale verga what people think. Well, then really use it. You know what I mean?
Use it where it counts.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, at the end of the day, protect the kids in every situation, man. With all the new things that are going on in this world, with all the changes that are going on in this world, the one thing that we all should be in agreement with, and the one thing we all should be agreeing on, is protecting the kids and making sure that they have a good childhood, a safe childhood, and all that good stuff, a healthy childhood, man. So didn't want to finish it off with a downer like that, man, but sometimes it be like that, man. So just want to remind everyone that, if you guys want to represent the podcast, you guys want to support the podcast, man, go to puraculturapodcast.com, get yourself some merch, man, represent the culture, support the movement, and shout out to everyone that's putting in them orders, man. We see you guys, man. Other than that, man, shout out to everyone that's rocking with us. we appreciate all the support, man.
Facts, bro. Facts. And mi gente, them reviews, you know what I'm saying, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, we appreciate that. Yo, we on YouTube for the people that like the visuals. You know what I'm saying? There's been people hitting us up that they appreciate the visuals. Some people like to see the conversation as it's happening. So mi gente, también go up on there, hit the subscribe, hit the likes on the videos, all that good stuff. Share it, todo eso. We just speaking it how we living, and and that's how we feeling right now. You know what I mean? So, no disrespect to anybody if they have different perspectives. This is just the way that we're taking it, and we're gonna leave it like that, man. Mi gente, fuck depression, fuck anxiety. Yo, protect yourself and protect your family, man. Yo, this is your boy Lazy, and I'm out. Peace.
We out.